It's like 9 a.m. in the morning right now. This is normally our time to go to sleep, which is kind of random, but I got a call last night around midnight. Krispy and Halcyon are in Tampa for the RWB build that's going on right now. Their FS7, I guess, broke or had some like weird sensor dust or something like that, so they rented another one in Orlando. I'm actually gonna go pick that up and then bring it to Tampa for them. So we are running out right now early in the morning instead of at 3 p.m. like we had originally planned. I guess that's this part of the vlog. We're gonna go get that. Last night we went to a BMW meet, which is like the Bimmer Fanatics meet. I'll have some coverage of that real quick right now. Really good Flippers pizza. And now we're gonna go pick up the camera, so on the way.
You want to take it out?
Yeah, just grab it.
Sweet.
Thank you. Sweet. Camera acquired. Okay, we got the camera. It's in the car. We got the box all loaded up. Everything's good to go. I think we're gonna stop and get food and pretty much make our way to Tampa now.
This is what we really came for. This is what we really wanted Robbie to come for.
Package and box delivered. the eagle has landed.
The $9,000 eagle.
So we're here for RWB Tampa. If you want to follow him on Instagram, he's at RWB_Tampa. For his build, and they're putting the car together. Nakai's here working on the car. Basically just kind of chasing Krispy and Halcyon around again like in the last vlog. Trying to see what they're doing behind the scenes. Trying to shoot a little bit of coverage for you guys as well. I won't be here tomorrow to see the final product, but I'm going to try and get as much as I can tonight. And I'll do a little interview with those guys too, so we can find out what they're using to vlog or shoot their video and all that stuff. Hopefully it provides a little bit more insight and, you know, show you guys what's going on. outside and film the two other RWBs that are out there, Joe's and Nakai's car. So Let's run around those cars real quick. All right, so we have Krispy here. And
what's up, guys?
Let me get you in focus again. All right, so what are you guys filming today?
We are filming Ted's RWB build of his black Porsche that's inside Nakai. You could probably hear him cutting it up inside right now. He's doing some sanding and whatnot. So it's me and Halcyon Photo and our good friend CG Media helping us out, filming and documenting this build for Ted and his family.
Okay, sick. So what kind of equipment are you guys using?
We're using a large plethora of equipment. We're using our main cams are the Sony a7S II, that's mine, the Sony a7R II, which is Anthony's, and we rented out a Sony FS7 for the shoot as well. We rent out the FS7 normally because just it does super slow motion, or really good slow motion, more slow motion than our a7S can handle and or do. It doesn't really deal better with low light, but it's got better depth of field. It just performs all around better than our cameras do. It's an $8,000 camera compared to the $3,000 A7S or R. The slow motion, we pretty much get that because the slow motion factors in when he sands the car and there's pieces falling down, there's fiberglass falling down when he's sharpening his tools and sparks are flying. If we could shoot that at 144 or 168 frames per second or 180, it'll just help it look much more cinematic and kind of sell the vibe of what's really going down and what's happening, more so than just filming it in 24p, which would be the standard, film rate.
Sick. So is there anything you'd like, kind of advice that you'd give to somebody that was trying to shoot a documentary like this?
Yeah. Plan ahead as much as you can. Try to plan out your shots because you're probably only going to get to do like a fourth of those shots because it's all going to happen like that on something like this with the RWB build, where it's kind of unpredictable on what the person who's doing the build is going to do next because he's so unpredictable and he moves around like crazy. So plan what you can and get what you can planned, or shoot what you have planned as much as you can, but then just be ready because there's going to be things, especially like documentary style, where it's just going to happen and you're going to have to be ready to film no matter what it is. So like always be rolling, always just be ready to film whatever, and don't worry about filling up your cards. Get multiple cards, keep backing up throughout the day, whatever your documentary style you're doing, because the best shots you're going to get are the unexpected ones, like the ones we go where we're just hanging out, we're getting a shot of them, we're like, oh, that was dope. I didn't plan for that shot to happen, but it happened, and that's the dopest shot of the shoot. So definitely prepare for the unexpected. Yeah.
Sick, dude. Thank you for giving me a few minutes of your time, and
of course.
I know you got to get back to work.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna grab Anthony in a minute, Halcyon Photo, and then I'll ask him a couple questions too.
Cool. Awesome.
Thanks, man.
Sounds good. Of course, Ravi.
Super sick R32 GTR. And now here's Halcyon.
Hello.
Your Halcyon Photo and Video, or what's the explicit title?
I started with photo and then I started doing video, but I didn't want to say both, so I guess it's just Halcyon as one.
All right, yeah. So let's move on to the questions that I was going to ask.
Yeah, what we got?
What kind of gear are you guys using, or can you show us?
Yeah, we have all Sony equipment with us, Rokinon lenses, Canon lenses, Sony lenses. So for cameras, right now Chris has the A7S II, his 24/70.
What's up over there? I don't know if you can see it.
With the Movi M15. And then over here we have the A7R II with a Varabon Zeus cage on it, and the Rokinon 12mm. And now we have the Sony FS7, which is more of like an ENG style body with a Rokinon 135mm on it. This camera is really good for 4K 60 frames a second, super slow-mo, more running gun type stuff. Yeah. And then this mess of the table is kind of our charging and dumping station. So when you're on a shoot like this, it's super important to have somewhere to stage all your gear. That way you can work as efficiently as possible. Over in this corner we have the dead battery box and the charged up battery box. So dead batteries are marked by orange tape and green for charged up batteries. Green means go. What else we got going on?
Got a bunch of monitors here also?
Yeah, this is the Feel World FW760. It's just, you know, your more basic kind of monitor versus the Ninja Assassin, which has LUT input and it also records to an SSD. We have our Ronin chilling over here. We haven't really used it today because we already have the gimbal out, so there's no need to really have two gimbals going when you can get different types of movement like handheld or tripod, stuff like that. And then we have Chris's 7200, a Rokinon 35mm, the Sony 2870. This is my favorite lens ever. It's extremely sharp across the board. And a Helios 44M Russian lens. This lens has really good flares and really good bokeh. And we were just doing some shots of it earlier. But it's a nice little fun toy. M42 screw mount. So it literally screws in. Yeah, we've been dumping footage all day. We've gone through about 3 dumps with the FS7 so far.
There's the FS7 again. That's what I picked up this morning.
Yeah, this is the big guy. So we're using 128 gig cards. We've done about 3 dumps already.
Wow, 328 gig dumps so far.
Yeah, and we have 1 pending.
Wow.
This guy needs to get dumped still. So any card that fills, but we don't have time to dump it, we mark it with orange tape, so you know not to format it or anything like that.
Is this your folder over here?
Yeah, this is what our folder structure kind of looks like. So we start with O1 media, that's any type of video or audio. Then project files, that's more towards the edit phase. That's where Chris will put all the project files and stuff like that. Moving into media, we have O1 video, O2 miscellaneous. Miscellaneous could be anything like logo splashes, stuff like that. Then we move into day 1, day 2. So
break it up real well, so when you guys edit, everything's in order, and then by camera.
Exactly. So the Assassin recorder is its own camera, and then we have A7S2 internal card, A7R2 internal card, FS7 GoPro, H4n audio recorder, and he took out the drone earlier, so we'll have to make a drone folder as well. But,
awesome, man.
Yeah, when it comes down to importing everything, doing it by day and by camera is really how
definitely helps with the documentary.
You'll save your life in the end.
Purposes. Yeah. That's awesome. Anything else you recommend for documentary stuff like this?
Gaff tape.
Gaff tape and
lots of gaff tape. It's like
their whole rolls. Check that out.
Everyone each kind of has its own purpose, but doesn't leave residue. Has a strong hold, stuff like that. Yeah.
Cool, man. Do you have any like tips or anything you want to share, like for shooting this kind of stuff, or like something that you use that no one else would really know or think about?
That's a good question. I don't think I was prepared for that level of questions.
Dang.
I don't know. Just come with a game plan and be ready for anything to change. Be ready to come with a game plan and be ready to throw it out.
So that's
if you need to, yeah.
It's kind of similar to what Krispy said, basically the unexpected, and that's how you get your best shots too.
I think it's kind of like a level in between, because you know we're not controlling the shoot. Nakai's not going to stop for us or anything like that. So for the most part, it's a running gun shoot, but it's how can I make this look the most prepared and thought out as possible, as if it was more like a real film. So it's kind of mixing those two.
That makes sense. That's awesome. You know, it's a good way to place it.
Mm-hmm.
without having somebody like, you know, give you guys storyboard everything ahead of time, but
Yeah.
I mean, because you have a general idea of how these builds go without it being like...
Yeah, now that it's the third we've done Chris and I together,
Mm-hmm.
we're at the point where we can kind of predict his next move.
Right. So you're not kind of you're not really going like the first time you did it, you were kind of expecting anything. This time you're like...
First time, it was amazing how fast he moved. Like, we could not keep up with him.
I mean, because basically this car's going to be built within 2 days.
Yeah.
Essentially
like,
tomorrow
this
night.
This is literally, they're trying to get it out of here earlier than that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I don't know.
So
he came in last night and he went back to the hotel, did do his work last night. Anything else over there?
Yeah.
Little LED lights. Can't go wrong.
Let me see this thing.
Broken. Doing battery. Especially lights that offer a white balance shift.
Oh, so there you go. Well,
So
I don't know if
when
my camera just auto adjusted, but it goes from like a very golden color to a very bright white color.
all the way from 2800 to 6500, and you can always gel it up.
Oh, so they brought a bunch of gels with them.
Yeah, just because if we have the time, maybe we can decorate the room a little bit.
Awesome.
Do something with that. Another way to add really good production value to any piece you're working on is good audio. So just like Robbie has the microphone, external microphone, we have a few things here. So we have our Zoom H4n audio recorder going into a Rode NTG4 Plus. So what we do with that is while Nakai is drilling into the car, sanding, anything of that nature, we make sure we get really good audio out of it, because versus in-camera audio, using a real microphone adds a lot of mid-range and bass to the sound. So we have a few audio recorders here. These are the Tascam DR40s. These are also the recorders we use to do exhaust audio with. And we have lav microphones for interviews later. And another one. And another one. Audio, it's important. Yay.
Anything else you want to add or anything like that?
Fucking shoot every day of your life.
Dude, thank you, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate all your help.
I appreciate you.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you. And Tina.
Oh, hey. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Hopefully Halcyon and Krispy kind of helped you with some of the stuff that they do and some of the behind the scenes of what they're trying to do. Hopefully you enjoyed the little montage of all the RWB stuff, and I think we're going to pretty much end the vlog here. We're going to head back to Orlando. It's getting late. I won't be back for the end of this build, but I mean, stay tuned for when they drop their big video of everything that goes down and everything, as well as Krispy's vlogs and all that go along with this. So I'm going to end it here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. So what are you doing?
Whoa, I'm doing some BTS stuff. Yeah. We got a Sony RX100 here, you know.
You're out of focus.
God damn it, Robin.
Yeah, there you go. Now you're back in focus.
Oh, hey, back again. Sony RX1000 here, you know. Might be 100, might be 1,000. Get one now.